Mr. Jones says he and Ms. Hummons have been together for a decade. So why is he questioning the paternity of their 5-year-old? Today on Divorce Court. All rise. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding.
Hello, everyone. You may be seated.
Your Honor, the case of Jones v. Hummons.
Thank you very much. Mr. Jones, Ms. Hummons, welcome to Divorce Court. Thank you very much for trusting me with your relationship. I understand it's a relationship that has lasted for 10 years. You do have a child who is 5 years old, but that child is in question today. Am I correct, Mr. Jones?
Correct.
Okay. Why are we in court, sir?
I love Jelisa. She's a wonderful woman, but it's just a lot of suspicious movement going on, and just been going on over time. It's just got me questioning. I mean, I'm just praying it's not what I'm thinking, and if it is, then it's just over, Judge. So,
Are you ready to walk away?
I don't want to, but hey.
Wow. That sounds like a lot of hurt. Ms. Hummons, you hear what Mr. Jones said. What do you say?
I'm tired of the accusations. Everything he thinks is going on is not. And I'm here today to at least show him that Zendaya is his daughter.
Okay. So for 5 years, you all have been having this hanging over your head. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And Mr. Jones, take me back to when you all first met so that I can get a sense of this relationship.
I'm a music producer, so we met through a mutual friend who's also a client of mine. You know, he brought her in, and once I seen her, you know, I'm like, hey, hook us up.
Okay. So you shot your shot.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, shot my shot. And it's been on ever since then.
And you all live together, am I correct?
Correct.
Okay. So, Mr. Jones, I know that you have children from a previous relationship.
Yes.
But you all wanted a child together.
Yes.
So now that this precious baby girl is born, well, what was wrong? What made you start to go,
My other kids, I think when they came out, looked just like me. It's just spitting.
So you telling me you got strong genes?
Yeah.
And for some reason, you don't think Zendaya has the same kind of resemblance?
I see it in there, but I don't. Not like with my other kids. So sometimes I'm just like, I don't know.
Well, I'm going to come on over here to Miss Hummons. What is that about? When did Mr. Jones say, are you sure this baby is mine?
When he noticed that I have a lot of male friends.
That's where we go. So I'm trying to figure out where this came from. But I understand there are some specific instances, because something happened around your daughter's day off from school. Tell me what happened.
She was supposed to go to church. Church is from 11:30 to 1. I spoke to her that morning, and I didn't speak to her again for a while. Come to find out she was in Florida, or headed to Florida.
Wow. Florida.
Wow. Hold up. Y'all live in Ohio.
Yeah.
Did you go to church with her that day?
No, she said she was going, I guess, by herself. And
she took your daughter to church?
No, I think our daughter ended up going with her grandma, I believe.
But then you find out after church that she went to Florida?
Yeah, so, like later on in the day, yeah. I figured out what she was.
Were y'all living together during this time?
Yeah.
Oh, no. So in other words, the morning starts, everybody get up, get dressed. Miss Hummons and the daughter get dressed to go to church. And next thing you know, the daughter's with the grandma and Miss Hummons is in Florida.
She's on that road.
Okay, Miss Hummons, what was that about? It's one thing to go to the casino with your sister. It's another thing to get on a whole plane and fly multiple states.
I drove.
I'm sorry, you drove to Florida.
I drove.
So I'm gonna tell you, there's no question that was planned, because you don't just jump in the car from Ohio and drive to Florida.
Well, I'm a very spontaneous person. I kind of had the conversation a day prior, and I have family in Florida.
Okay.
And it was more so dealing with our relationship issues, being a first-time mom, just a lot of stress. I needed to get away and get some me time. And I know if I talked to him about it, he was going to try to convince me not to go. And it was something I felt within me that I need a me time, I need a vacay. So I discussed it with my grandparents.
When she got back, come to find out, that me time, she's talking to somebody that whole time.
Give me 1 minute, because I want to make sure I got the facts right. You said you discussed it with your grandparents.
So that way that I have someone watching Zendaya while I was gone.
But why wouldn't her father watch her?
Because I didn't want him to know that I was leaving until I was gone.
That was it. That was it. I mean, but Ms. Hummons, this is no way to conduct a relationship. If you wanted me time, which, by the way, you're 100% entitled to, and postpartum, you want an opportunity to get back to you, and the two of you could have made arrangements for what's going to happen to Zendaya while you're taking some time for yourself. What's going on in your relationship that you can't communicate that with your partner? That I don't understand.
We were at a really rough patch at that time. It was a lot of trust issues going on. We couldn't talk to each other.
But that's because, Ms. Hummons, you can't just jump on a plane or jump in the car and go somewhere and expect a man not to ask you a question. I mean, unless that's how y'all roll, is that the way you like a relationship?
No, Judge.
Because that doesn't sound like a kind of relationship that would mean something to me. I mean, now, if you just wanted a baby daddy and that way you got a sweet, beautiful child, that's one thing. But if you're telling me you're in a relationship, you're supposed to be courteous to each other. And then, Mr. Jones, you say it wasn't just about me time in Florida, am I right?
No.
You have information that leads you to believe that something else was going on?
We actually had a talk when she got back. And we was just being open and honest, which that's when she revealed she was actually, I was talking to such and such while I was down here. And
You actually put together a conception timeline, is that correct?
Correct. April 24th through May 1st, the ovulation.
Oh, Lord.
We got early May 2019. That's when she snuck with the guy.
Oh, this is
outside.
when the guy while you were asleep.
Yes.
Early May. Okay, Ms. Hummons, what's with this friend at the house? So you all are avoiding the elephant in the room. You have suspicions that she was hooking up with some other man. Am I correct?
Correct.
Down in Florida.
Correct.
And Ms. Hummons, that's why Mr. Jones is feeling insecure, because he seems to think you were connecting with somebody else. Were you connecting with somebody else during that time?
No, Your Honor. I don't know any males down in Florida except for my family.
But I understand that's when the real suspicions just jumped in. Am I correct? I understand you started wondering about other disappearing acts and time when you were not around, and you started doing some math.
Yeah, around the time she would have been pregnant.
Yeah.
She actually called a guy out to the front of our house. And she actually called a guy while I was there asleep. Goes past me, walks outside, doing whatever they was doing. I don't know. I have no clue.
And during that time, that was the time of, shall we say?
She would have been pregnant around this time.
Okay, so I know my courtroom staff, because I was confused, said that you actually put together a conception timeline. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Yeah, okay.
Let me see the evidence. Mr. Jones, will you walk over to the plasma screen so I can understand what we're looking at? Let me see. All right, tell me about it.
All right, we got April 24th through May 1st, the ovulation.
Oh, Lord.
We got early May 2019. That's when she snuck with the guy.
Oh, this is
outside.
when the guy while you were asleep.
Yes.
Early May.
Yeah. So then the end of May 2019, the pregnancy confirmed. January 20th, Zendaya's birthday.
Okay.
2020.
9 months. So in the 2-week period when you say that's the conception time, you were being intimate with your partner, but you're concerned that some other guy also was having relations with her.
That was my concern.
Thank you very much. Okay. Rarely do people walk up in here with PDFs, but okay, Ms. Hummons, at least now I understand why he was concerned. What's with this friend at the house?
It was a friend that I've known before I met him. And the thing is, when he met me, I had a lot of male friends. That's how we met. through a mutual male friend that I was helping with his music, and he started taking me to the studio, and that's how I met him. So if it wasn't for me having these male friends, I would have never been in a relationship with him or even met him.
I know, but Miss Hummons, why is there a male friend in and around your house while your significant other partner is asleep in the house? Why is that?
I needed someone to vent to. He was asleep, but he was drunk, passed out, and I was frustrated. And I wanted someone to talk to, so I invited my friend over, and we're right in front of the house. He could have woke up and came outside.
He did.
I mean,
he did. I personally just think that's disrespectful.
Yes.
Okay?
it is.
And I think you know it's disrespectful because according to Mr. Jones in my court papers, that's not the only time there's been some suspicion around these, quote, many male friends. Who's the bouncy house guy?
We took the kids out one afternoon to a bouncy house, just let them run around. And there was a guy in there, I guess somebody she used to work with or something like that. She seen them, they spoke a little bit, gave a little side hug. Then next thing you know, later on that night or sometime later, I ain't gonna lie, I went through her phone, but I see a message from the same guy with a big heart emoji inside the message. I wake her up, ask her about it. She's in mid-sleep, so she's acting all nonchalant and mad that I woke her up and asked.
And that's not the only time that you've gone through her phone, because the one time you went through her phone, my notes say there were some messages back and forth with a specific guy where there was an apology. Am I correct?
Yeah, she apologized that they had to stop communicating.
That sounds real suspicious. You all are coexisting rather than in a relationship.
Yes.
And Zendaya is the one that's gonna suffer. I think it's time for these results, don't you? When it comes to 5-year-old Zendaya, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Jones. Ms. Hummons, I know we did a DNA test, but why are you moving like this? As the young people say, why are you moving like this?
Do you want me to speak on the bouncy house situation or the one where I apologize situation?
That is indicative of the kind of moves that I'm talking about. Because there are multiple moves. And it almost seems like you're enjoying it. Did something happen that would make you just throw this kind of stuff in his face?
Yes. So I want to say it is his fault that I'm the way that I am now. He doesn't like looking at his own reflection.
It always comes out, Corey.
Mm-hmm.
So the bouncy house, his insecurity stemmed from him not being who he was supposed to be in the beginning. And now the situation has changed, and now he's looking at his reflection, and he doesn't like it. The bouncy house situation, yeah, I used to work with this guy. And when we used to work together years ago, he had lent me money. And when I seen him, when we were out with the kids, it clicked to me like, oh, he lent me money, I never paid him back. So when we, caught up, gave him a little side hug, like, hey, what's your Cash App? I'll never forget that because you looked out for me. And I Cash Apped him his money back, and he sent me heart-eyed emojis. I can't control what someone else sends to me. I've never had any type of emotions, any one-on-one time with this guy. It was nothing like that. We were like buddies. We worked together, we're coworkers. Mm-hmm. So that was that situation. The situation where I apologized to a guy, I was done with him. Like I said, in the beginning, it was rough, and I stuck it through, but I got to a point where, you know what, Derrick, I'm done. I don't want to be with you. And I did go talk to someone else, and we were starting to build something. And then Derrick came back around and said, you know what, I want my family back. I'm going to be the man that you want me to be. And I apologized. I told the guy straight up, look, I'm going to work on my relationship. I apologize. I don't want to lead you on. This is what it is. So out of respect, I wanted to, set the tone and make sure everybody's on the same page, because I'm not that type of person.
So, Mr. Jones, were there some, shall we say, indiscretions earlier on in your relationship with you and other women?
When I met her,
yeah,
I had just got out of a relationship.
Is it fair to say that you had several female friends early on in your relationship?
Friends, yeah.
Similar to her having male friends now?
I know a lot of females.
Like she know a lot of males?
Yeah. But I didn't feel like I had to have communication with them. I know him, yeah. I'm too in my work.
So you try to tell me that Mr. Jones was out there doing him when you all first started and made you feel insecure about your relationship. And whatever you are doing right now is in direct tit for tat to make him look and see how you felt during that time.
Yes, but yeah, pretty much.
Yes, ma'am. But there was a but there.
I wouldn't say tit for tat. It's just when you're over something. It's not like I'm not doing it like this is how I felt when. No, it's not intentional. It's I'm not doing anything with my male friends. I know that, but I like to communicate with my male friends. So it's just like you didn't want to give me what you should have in the beginning. Now I'm to the point where I'm kind of over it, and this is just where we are.
So now you all are coexisting rather than in a relationship.
Yes.
And Zendaya is the one that's going to suffer. Mm-hmm. I think it's time for these results, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's see the results. Sometimes just asking a few more questions gets to the heart of what the real issue is. So now we're in a position where there's a young girl whose life hangs in the balance because of your choices. So let's put this to rest once and for all. When it comes to 5-year-old Zendaya, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Jones, you are her father.
Yeah.
And we use the DNA Diagnostic Center, which is the center that the federal government and state governments use all the time, so that you know probability is 99.999999999%. Okay?
Okay.
That's your baby.
That's your baby.
Appreciate it.
Now, y'all should have something to say to each other.
I just want to apologize, and we finally put it to rest. And I don't know, I feel good. I feel excited. Just want to keep moving forward with you.
Mr. Jones has had his say. Ms. Hummons, don't you think it's time for you to finally have your real say?
Yes. I apologize for all the communication with my male friends out of spite of feeling hurt pretty much off everything that happened in the beginning of our relationship, but I'm willing to move forward too and put it all behind us.
Relationships have ups and downs. And if there are indiscretions and trust issues in the relationship, you can say you forgive, but people never forget how it made them feel. Mm-hmm. And unresolved conversations and communication about how it made them feel will make them act out in the future.
Right.
So what I'm going to suggest you do for yourself and for Zendaya, you resolve those issues. And if you say you can put it in the past, put it in the past. Because you don't have a chance at this relationship if you all don't start moving together rather than moving independently. The truth is out. The baby is yours, but the relationship is still very fractured. It's up to you to put the pieces of that relationship back together. This case is done.
Made in Georgia.